Hello, good afternoon all. Am I audible to you?
Am I audible, guys? Yes, thanks for your response. Hello, good afternoon. So today, today we'll be dealing with machine learning. Okay. So before start, can I know how many of you are aware of this machine learning? Okay, the people who are aware of this machine learning can raise your hands. Yes. Okay. Thanks for your response. And I hope we can start the session now. And guys, just a small reminder for you all, not to disturb the session by unmuting yourself or oning your cameras in between. And hopefully, I decided today not to enable the chat, so I'm mapping the chat. Because if I disable, like if I enable the chat, if I give the chat option to you, you are misusing a lot. So today, for now, I'm offing the chat. Okay. Uh, Hope so. If you behave good, then I'll on the chat. Otherwise, we have to continue the session without the chat. Okay. So, shall we start our session? Thank you. Yes, guys. So today's session, as I have informed, we'll be dealing with machine learning. So here, guys, can you just tell, like, I'll on the chat for some next 2 minutes. Can anyone just tell me what is machine learning? As per your term, like, what do you know about this machine learning? Anyone? I'm not expecting 100% answer. Like, let me understand. How much knowledge you have on the particular service. Yep, sure. Yeah, Anil, a bit closer. Announcement here. Hmm. Okay. 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 Thanks for your response, guys. Okay. So see, basically, machine learning is very simple. The term machine learning is nothing but what happens in this machine learning is, to talk, to explain you or to tell you in a general way. We can just tell something like, based on the previous data. Okay, based on the previous decades of the data, our prediction comes. That is, our future predicts. Okay, now here what we do in this machine learning project, basically we give some data set to our model. Okay, to our machine. Okay, so what happens, based on that data what we are giving, it predicts the future, what will be our future. Okay, hope you are clear, like you are clear with this machine learning in term, like in general general terms. Is it clear, guys, what is machine learning in the general term? If yes, please raise your hands. Okay, thanks for your response. Now let me lower your hands and just continue with the slide. I hope you can see some slides over there, right? Like some three definitions given there. Are you are you able to see, or the screen is stuck like before? You can like someone can message me in a chat whether you can see or not. Yep. Thank you. So here a author, a great man, someone named Arthur Samuel defined the machine learning something as machine learning is the science of getting computers to learn without being explicitly programmed. Okay, so this definition you will be understanding in a better way in our next slide. Okay, like why he has given the term called without being explicitly programmed. Okay, so this term, why he has mentioned, you'll be understanding in a next slide. Okay, so let's move to our next slide. I hope, guys, you are clear with what is machine learning, like machine learning definition, right? If yes, please raise your hands. Yeah, one. Okay, so yes, you can lower your hands, guys. So let's move further. Okay, how it works. We have two ways. Like I'll show you this in a two ways. Okay, I'll take example and differentiate the machine learning and with I can say something like before machine learning and after machine learning. Okay, the difference. This term which you are able to see on screen now is of traditional programming. Okay, there is a traditional programming way. Okay, so here in this traditional programming, what happens is you give the data, you program it. So let me take that example. Okay, without example, I'll explain you. Then I'll explain you with the example given there, right? So here in the traditional programming way, what you do, you take the data. That is like you collect the data, you program in the language you are familiar with. That might be C, Java, Python, any language. Okay, you program some codes, some lines of codes, and you give to our machine, and then it predicts the output. Prediction, or the output we get from our machine, right? Based on our input, we get the output. Okay, so this is a way. This is a way we follow traditionally. That is like traditional programming way. Okay, before our machine learning came. So to explain you in a better way, we have a example here. Okay, so see here, my input is vehicle speed. Okay, my input is this vehicle speed. So for that, in a programming language, what I do is I write a program here. You can see there, if vehicle speed is greater than 100, then my output should be something like overspeed. Okay, and if my speed is greater than 40 and less than or equal to 100, okay, my speed should be like my output should be as a normal. Okay, and then I have written something like else slow. If this condition is nothing but if conditions. I hope you are familiar with the C languages. If yes, please raise your hands. So not in the C language, we can say if you are familiar with the if else conditions, right? Yeah, good. So what happens here is, whenever in this programming language, what happens is whenever I give a input of a vehicle speed, it first checks with this if conditions whether the speed is greater than 100 or not. If no, then it goes with if else. It checks the satisfied, where it's satisfied. So let's assume my speed is 50. Okay, my speed is 50. So it first goes to my if condition, that is vehicle speed greater than 100. Is it satisfying? No, right? It is not satisfying. So it then shifts to else if. Okay, here it checks that speed is greater than 100 is my first condition. Yes, sorry, greater than 40. Yes, it has satisfied. I gave the input as 50, right? And the vehicle speed is less than or equal to 100, right? So this is also being satisfied. So my output will be something as a normal. Okay, my speed is normal, this is my output. Then my this programming language, what are the program we have done, it satisfies and gives the output based on that program. Okay, so that is like my output will be something like over speed, normal, or slow. Out of these three, any one will be my output. I request Ganesh to off his camera. Yeah, thank you. So this is the traditional programming learning. Okay, the way we followed before machine learning, we can say in simple terms, that is traditional programming. Okay, now without programming, with like we can see like machine learning. Okay, let's see this. What is machine learning, and how it works. Okay, it is with this machine learning. How do we work here? When you compare the traditional programming and machine learning programming, what we have done in a traditional, we gave the data, we programmed the data, and we got the output based on the inputs, right? But here in this machine learning, what we do is we collect the data sets, we give the data along with the output to the machine. Okay, we give the data and the output to the model, like to our machine. Okay, based on this, my machine, based on the patterns, we can say, based on the patterns, my machine creates a model. Okay, model is nothing but a group of clusters. I hope you are aware of these clusters, right? Are you? Group of patterns, we can say. A group of similar items are known as a clusters. Okay, that creates in our model. So based on the data, based on the output, what we give to our machine, it creates a model. Okay, whenever we give some input, it interacts with the model and give us the output. Okay, so hope you have understood this. Let me explain with an example again. I'll take same example of speed again, the vehicle speed here. Okay, so here you can see, while explaining the same example of this vehicle speed, what I have told in the programming, in the traditional way of programming, we give our vehicle speed, and based on the vehicle speed, on the above program written, I'll get my output, right? But here it is not like that. I give my vehicle speed, I give my labels, that is overspeed, normal or slow, based on the speed. Okay, based on the output, based on the labels, you can say labels, or the based on the output data. You know, my machine go like it goes and interacts with the model which we have created, and then we gets the output. That is nothing but rules. Rules are nothing but patterns. Okay, are you clear with this? If yes, please raise your hands. Yeah, I'm owning the chat. If you are clear till here, please tell yes, and so that I can proceed the further. Today's session is very simple, guys. I'll explain. I won't explain the programming and all kind of things. I'll take you all through. I'll take you all through a thing which is called Auto AI service. Okay, of our IBM, where you don't require any kind of programming language. Okay. Amber, if you are unable to attend yesterday's session, you can go through our lectures in our YouTube channel. Yeah. So thanks, guys. I'll proceed further, and I'm offing the chat now. Okay. Rules are nothing but the patterns, the models. Models, contents of the rule, contents of the patterns. Same kind of patterns are called clusters. These clusters and all are called a model. Okay. I hope so, Somanj, you are clear with that. Okay, now let's move on to our next slide. That is life cycle. So while performing this machine learning project, basically what we prefer is, guys, we the developers or engineers, what they do, they write the coding, they write the programming. Majorly, you can see they write in a Python. Okay, to code this Python, to code this machine learning projects, or to build this machine learning models with the use of Python code, we have some certain steps. Not only Python code, but to train the model, to get the prediction, we have some steps. Okay, what are that steps? That is what is the life cycle? Let's check that now. Go. Let's see what is our first step. Our first step is data collection. You know, guys, this first step, what is that? That is data collection is a major. These based on this data, based on the data what we are collecting, or based on the data we give to our model, we get the output. The accuracy is completely depend on this data and the algorithm as well, but mostly it depends on the data. The more data you give, the more accuracy you get. Okay, so our first and foremost step is to collect data. This data now, sir, if you say, sir, I want to work on some prediction model that is predicting wind energy, let's say. How do you get this data? You can get the data from Kaggle, or you have many websites to get the data. But to get efficient results, to if you want to do some research kind of thing in this machine learning projects, the data which you collect should be taken from the original government bodies. Okay, basically what we do to generally all the people take the data from the Kaggle and various websites. But if you want to do while you are doing a research on a particular ML project or the ML model, then the data set should be collected by the governing bodies. Okay, so then what happens? You get the accurate data as well as you get you can claim the data like it's an valid data. Okay, your research gets more the people gets more attracted to your research. Okay, I hope you are clear with the steps of this data collection, like what is data and how to get this data, how to collect this data, right? Clear, guys? If yes, please raise your hands. Yes, thanks for the response. Now let's move to our second step. Okay, here our second step is data wrangling. Okay, what is our second step? That is data wrangling. Now, what is this data wrangling? Anyone? This data wrangling is nothing but total in a simple step, that is data pre-processing. Okay, so what happened, guys? Sometimes when you download the data set from X website, okay, sometimes what happens? The data is not accurate. Sorry, not accurate in the sense the data has missing columns. Okay, the columns might be missing, the rows might be missing. For example, how can I tell? Is if we consider a data set of 4 columns, okay, and you say some 100 rows, okay. Now my first and second columns are full. I have the data, all the 100 rows I have filled up with the data, and third column I have some 50 data. Then some 10 to 5 column rows are missing. Then I have some data. All this missing data, or you might be missing data. To fill this missing data, we do this data wrangling. That is nothing but data pre-processing. Okay, we do this data pre-processing. There, what happens? We now, for example, I told you, right? Our third column is having a missing column, like missing rows. The data is missing in this column, right? So what we do is we have a concept called fill an A. Okay, fill an A. Okay, with the use of that particular thing, we take the average of that column and fill the empty rows of that particular column. Okay, that all steps are done on the this data wrangling. Okay, now okay, just 2 minutes, guys. Just a second. I'm just changing my place. Just 2 minutes. Okay. I hope there was small disturbances. Along with my voice, you were getting some other voices, right? So I have changed my place now. Okay. So we are done with our step two. That is data wrangling, right? Now let us see what is our step three. Okay. Our step three is analysis of the data. Okay. Our step three is analysis of the data. That is nothing but analyze the data. What we do here is, we analyze the data. If say in a data set I have some 10 columns. Okay. If say in a data set we have some 10 columns. For example, let me take something like this. Let us take our address. Okay. When you have a pin code and you have an address with you. Okay. So if you are having a area name, do you think the pin code is required? You can tell the answer through chat. Okay. See, if you have a area name, do you require the pin code? No, right? But no. But here in my data set I have my area and my pin code both. So in this, what happens? We can neglect one, right? We can neglect either the area name or either the pin code, right? Yes or no? Can I neglect area name or a pin code, any one of this column? Yes, right? So in this, so in this data, sorry, analyze the data step, we do all these things. What we give to our model at the end, like before applying the algorithm to our data, what we do is we remove all the unwanted columns from our data and just give the data what are all the columns are required. That is dependent and independent. We have these both terms, right? My X is independent, my Y is dependent. Okay. So my X is my training. Okay. So we just give independent terms. Okay. All the rest of the all the rest of extra items or the extra columns what we have in our data set, we remove them. In this, analyze the data. Okay. So my next step, that is step 4, that is analyze, like train and test the algorithm. Okay. What we do here is, in a data set. Okay. Now we have a data set. I have told you, like some 10 columns, then we have removed some, some, you say some 5 columns out of it. Now I have my 5 columns ready, so my data is ready completely. Okay. Now I can apply the algorithms to it. In this step 4, what we do is we apply the algorithm and we split the data into what we prefer is 20 is to 8, like 20% data and 80% data. Okay. What we do here is we give train 80, test 20%. Okay. Our training data is 80%, my testing data is 20%. We split into this ratio and apply the algorithm. Okay. I apply the algorithm and then we split into train and test. We split the data into train and test. That is, we give training 80% and test the 20%. Okay. That is my step 4. Now let us move to our step 5. Now my step 5 is nothing but the deployment. Okay. Now my step 5 is nothing but the deployment. In this stage, what we do, we build the model. We build the machine learning model. We have we have applied the test and train, we have applied the algorithms, and then now our machine learning model which is there, we need to deploy it. Deploy is nothing but we need to deploy that model into a cloud. Okay. Done. Are you done with this? Have you all understood all the 5 steps what we have in our machine learning life cycle? So are you all guys clear? Please respond me through chat if yes or no, so that I can move further. Yes, thanks. Amber, what is your doubt? Yeah, I'll explain the data wrangling. Okay, I'll explain the data wrangling, okay, because many of you are asking for the data wrangling. Guys, data wrangling is nothing but data pre-processing. Okay, data wrangling or data pre-processing. Here, what we do in a column, in a data set, sorry, in a data set, sometimes what happens, we have missing columns or missing rows. Okay, for example, you say I have a column of pin code. Okay, and I have a column of my name. Okay, I have a column of names as well as a pin code. Okay, now I have some 50 names with me. Okay, 50 rows of names. Okay, and I have pin codes of only 40. Okay, sorry, I can't say pin codes. Let me change it to age. Okay, let me consider name and age. We have two columns. Okay, now in this column A, my names, I have all the names of 50 rows. Okay, but in my age column I have only 30 rows. My 20 rows are missing. Now I can't give this data to my machine learning, right? Before giving this data to my machine learning, what we do, we pre-process the data. Here what we do in this pre-processing step or the data wrangling step is we apply a concept called fill in a. Okay, by this concept what happens, what are the average the column that I told you, we have 30 rows in that column, but 20 are missing, right? What are the rows available in that, available with us, that is 30 rows. We take all the average of that column. Okay, we take the average of that 30 rows numbers, what we have, the data what we have, we take the average of that column and fill the rest of 20 rows. That is a small example of that step. Okay, fill in a concept, a small example of that step. We do many things, but to understand you in a better way what we do in that data wrangling step, so I have taken the fill in a concept and explained you. Hope the people who have asked for data wrangling are clear now. Clear? Are you clear, guys? Yeah, thanks. See, guys, deployment is nothing but, see, after explaining, sorry, if after training the data, after training and testing and applying the data set, we need to deploy that model what we have built, in our clouds. That might be IBM cloud, that might be Microsoft cloud, that might be Google cloud. Okay, so all these stages deploying is sending this notebook file what we build here to a cloud is known as deployment. I hope now you are clear with the deployment. Yep, thank you. So let us move to our next step. Next slide. What are the types of machine learning? So I'll open the chat and just tell me how many types of machine learning we have. What are the types of machine learning? Anyone? Mhm. Okay, I got two responses. Okay, three. Okay, yep, sure. Yes, Mhm. Okay, so you guys are absolutely correct who have given the answer as three. We have three types of machine learning with us. Okay, they are something like this. Yes, someone has responded already in chat. That is, Ayush Prana. Supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. We have these three uh, types of machine learning. Okay. Oof, just a second. Okay. Just a second, guys. Guys, are you able to see the types of machine learning slide? Yes, thank you. So, as mentioned earlier, we have three types of machine learning. That is supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. Now, let us soon capture what is supervised learning. Supervised learning, in a simple words, we can tell something as a teacher and a student. Okay. Now, what happens? A teacher explains you. If we take some, I'm a student of some computer science background. Okay, now I'm unaware of all this C language or HTML language and all these things. Now what my teacher does, she makes me learn the things, right? She makes me learn this complete HTML, HTML, what are the course is related to this HTML. She makes me learn. Okay, when I have some doubts and all these things, she helps me in understanding them, right? So in the same way, these are supervised learning in this machine learning. Okay. So here what happens is we give it like we train the model in with both the input and output, and it predicts based on this data. We give the data, we train the data, we train the output. Based on that, it gives as a prediction. Okay, and in this unsupervised learning, we have two types, that is regression and classification. Okay, so hope you are clear with this supervised learning. If yes, please raise your hands. Yes, thank you. Now let's move on to unsupervised learning. Now here, what is unsupervised learning? In this unsupervised learning, I don't give my all the things. That is my, for example, let's say I give my data, but not the output. Okay, I give my data, but not the output. Okay, here in this unsupervised learning, I give some 50% of the data to it, not the 100%, not the output. Okay, so how does it learns? Is it learns on like we have provided with it with some 50% of data, right? With the help of this, and it learns some. And here in this unsupervised learning, we don't predict the things. Okay, we don't predict the things. It just it just tells us what, based on the shape, based on the color, it tells us what is that that thing. Okay, clear with this unsupervised learning? If yes, please raise the hands. Shall I move to shall I move further? Yeah. So we have reinforcement learning. This reinforcement learning is a type where you learn the things, where the machine learn the things on its own. Okay, the machine, sorry, yes, the machine learns the things on its own. Here in this reinforcement learning, we assign some rewards kind of thing. Okay, we assign some rewards kind of thing. Based on these rewards, it learns. Okay, it learns on its own based on these rewards. And even we can tell something like, uh, mm, yeah. So here, as I told you, it learns based on the rewards, a negative reward or the positive reward. For this reinforcement learning, I can give the example as self-driving cars. I hope you all heard about the self-driving cars, right? If yes, please raise your hands. Yes. So that is the best example for this, reinforcement learning. Okay. So are you clear with this? It's an AI approach basically. It automatic, like it learns on its mistakes, based on the mistakes what it does, or it learns on its own. Okay, it learns on the mistakes is nothing but rewards. It rewards points. It gets, negative report or the positive rewards, it gets some reward points. So based on that, it learns. Mhm. So are you all clear with these types of machine learning? If yes, please raise your hands. Let me on the chat as well. Are you all clear with these types? Yes, thank you for the response. I'm offing the chat now. Now let's see. In this, as I've informed you, in my supervised learning, I have two types. Other, like I have two sub topics, you can say, or subtype, right? That is my regression and my classification, right? So let's see what is my regression and what is my classification. Basically, these are algorithms. Okay, these are algorithms. In my regression, now whenever you see the data, whenever you see the data set, now you have to identify the data set according to the output, whether it is regression model or it's a classification model. Now how to identify this is the question. Yes or no? Yeah, you can type me in the chat. Now how to identify the regression, like is the data set what I have provided is a regression model or a classification model? Do you have a question like how to identify? Okay. Yes. So it's a very simple, guys. If my dependent, okay, my dependent value, that is my output column, that is my y column. If my y column is sorry, if my y column has continuous values in that, then I can tell this is regression. Okay, this data set belongs to this regression. And if I have my y value, that is my dependent output column, in 0 and 1, or s or no terms, then it is called classification. Okay, have you understood what is the difference between regression and classification? Now how to identify whether the data is regression or the classification? See, Amber, now my output value, okay, my data set has my output column, right? If the output column, that is y column, okay, if see guys, very simple, x and y. How to identify my x? What is my x? What is my y? Is my x are independent terms, my y is dependent terms. Okay, my y gets my output is based on the input values, right? So nothing but my output is depending on my input values, right? That's what my output is known as y. Okay, so now this output column which is there, if the output column is in continuous values, okay, then it is known as regression model. And if my output value column is in either if you have yes or no type or 0 or 1, then it is called classification. Are you clear now? So Oman, for the example, what I'll be doing, like we'll be dealing today with the regression model itself, for the auto AI. There I'll show you the data set, okay? Or let me show the data set now. Once I tell the things, then I'll show you, okay? So now, uh, in this regression, what are it's not something like decisions Anmol. The output will be once I show the data set, you all will be understanding it in a better way, okay? So for now, you just remember that if the output values are continuous, then it is my regression. And if my output values are 0 or 1 or yes or no type, then it is my classification in a general way. Just remember in this way, okay? Now in my regression, I have basically we go with all these are the main algorithms, okay, under regression and the classification. You can take the screenshot of this. uh, in my regression, we go with linear regression, multilinear regression, polynomial regression, decision tree, and random forest. Okay. Now in this linear regression, we have only one output. Okay. In multilinear, we have two. Okay. Something like when we deal deeply with this algorithm, that is, what is linear regression, what is multilinear regression, what is polynomial regression algorithms. When you go into a deeper, you understand in a better way. For now these are the examples. These are the algorithms which you need to remember, okay? Under regression, these are the 5 important algorithms, that is linear regression, multilinear regression, polynomial regression, decision tree, and a random forest, okay? Now coming to the classification, again we have decision tree, random forest, knn, xvm, and naive bayes, okay? These are all these algorithms which are important to you when you deal with machine learning projects. Basically majority of places we go with this type of algorithms. Now in case if I have mentioned a title while I was starting the session, right, I mentioned something as predicting energy output, right? To do that, there in a data set, if we have date and time, you know if we have a date and time, and if we want to predict the output in a hours, then we go with lstm, or rbg, okay, rgb, sorry. That regressions comes, okay, that algorithms plays majorly we go with lstm, okay? So shall I move further? Are you all clear till here? If yes, please raise your hands. Clear all? I have on the chat as well. To understand better way what is regression classification, once you see the data set, I'll show you the data set as well. You understand what is regression. Okay. Classification, I hope you have understood. Like if we have 0 and 1s, or yes or no type of output, then it is known as classification. The names are same, Nitin. The process is different.
Yeah, Amber. Then without using technicality terms, then how can I, right? I'm trying my best to, avoid technical terms as you all are from first years. Basically we go into deeper with this linear regression, multilinear regression, polynomial regression. We explain them deeply, but you people being from the first year, we are not explaining that thing now. Basically, I'm not explaining. I don't prefer that now. Once you get a minimum knowledge, then we can. Okay. So can I continue further? Yes. Thank you. So for now, guys, you just remember this algorithm names. Okay. I hope you many like on the first day I saw many of you are from first years, right? If I'm not wrong, you all majority of 70 to 80% are from first years, right? Yes. Once you come into your, Nitin, I told majority of the people, not all. Okay. Yes. So let us move to our IBM clouds. That is, let us start our practical way. Okay. Let us deal with our auto AI. Okay. Here in this auto AI is a service of our IBM cloud where you don't need to code all the steps. I have shown you some steps, right? The life cycle. Let me display it again. This is your life cycle. I have shown you some steps, right? Vagera vagera steps, some 5 types of steps. All these steps in this auto AI, you people don't need to perform. Okay. Is my screen stuck? Are you not able to see the steps or life cycle slide? Guys, are you able to see? Okay. Yeah, it is visible. Guys who are not for whom it is not visible, please check your network. Okay. So what happens in this auto AI is, guys, we don't code anything. Okay, we just give our data set to our auto AI model. In a backend, it performs all these steps and gives us the output. Okay, so let us see. It's a code free. The people who are not who are not who are not aware of the coding can also deal with this, can also do this ML projects with the use of this auto AI services. Okay, so shall we start our auto AI, like how to use and all the things? Shall we? Yes. So I hope you are clear with what is auto AI, right? Why we are going with auto AI? Yes, Amber, because see, okay, how many of you just lower your hands? Okay, I have some 93 participants with me. Out of this 93, how many of you are like, how many of you know C, Java, Python perfect? How many of you? Okay, fine. Okay, I can see only, hardly 5. See, uh, okay, yeah. Yeah, thanks for your responses. I can see few people, right? Few people knows the programming languages. That is the reason we are going with the code free services. We are explaining you the services. Okay, now in our industries too, we require the people who can do our work very fast. Okay, with the use of these services, what happens? Our works gets faster, right? Code, you need to write some lines of code to perform all the steps, or to build the complete project, right? But here it's not something like that, right? So let's start our auto AI. So guys, log in into your IBM accounts. Let me also log in along with you people. Let me share my screen first. Yes. So I hope Hope my screen is visible to you guys. Yes. Anmol, yesterday what you have created the chatbot is a project, you can inbuild the chatbot to your own websites. You can create your own chatbot and you can inbuild to your own website. Is a project. It's a basic level project which can be used for your mini projects in your colleges. Okay, so let's log in into our website. That is into our IBM clouds. Have you all logged into your IBM account, guys? Yes. So I hope you have all created the Watson Studio service on our first day training sessions, right? So now under my dashboard, in my dashboard page, I'll be having the Watson Studio service created already, right? In my service section. Yes, Darika, yesterday I have completed that Node-RED part and the chatbot part. So under the service section, you are having a Watson Studio service created, right? Just click on that Watson Studio and launch the Watson Studio. Get started. Darika, please try to understand the part which Gayatri has taught on the first day. I have continued it yesterday. I have told the Node-RED part yesterday, and then I have taught chatbot, and it's done for yesterday. Today we are dealing with a new topic, that is machine learning. Okay, we'll complete this machine learning today for sure. If you have missed yesterday's session, please go to our YouTube channel. There you have the recording. You can learn from that recording. Okay, so guys, I hope you have launched your Watson Studio and you are onto this page, right? Yeah, only one. What about the rest? Yep, in process. Okay, let me wait for the next 2 minutes. It's a 4-4. At 4-6, I'll start the demonstration. Okay, I'll give 2 minutes of time to log in into your cloud accounts and launch this Watson Studio. Uh, I don't know if the name is true. Kim Jong. You can use whatever the Watson Studio you have downloaded. can be used for the Python programming. You have notebooks option in that. You can use that for the Python on programming, because I saw you have raised your hands for the Python, right? You can use that Python programming language in that notebook. Okay, guys, have you all logged into your accounts and are you onto this page? Shall I wait or shall I move on? Yeah, sure. Thanks for the confirmation. Okay, I have got a answer. Query in my chat, which is private. So I want to tell this to all people that, guys, you are using a light plans of IBM Cloud account. Okay, you are using light plans. Basically, light plans and the trial plans are the free plans where you can create a instance, or you can create a service only once. The services which you have created are saved in your dashboard. You can make use of the services which you have already created, which we are doing now. If you want to recreate the service, you need to delete the service which you have created earlier and recreate the service. Okay, I hope now your doubt is clear. Amber, the yesterday's session was very slow. I don't teach that slow. I go a bit faster. And basically, I hope today's session I'm even slower than yesterday. Okay. Okay, I'll try my best to be even slow. Okay. So now once you are onto this page, so on your left, guys, you have an option called projects, right? You have an option called projects, or onto your top, you have an option called create a project. You can see my pointer there. I'm showing you an option called create a project, right? Just click on this create a project option. Click on that create a project option. Nyasha, you just connect me after this session so that I can help you. Okay. I hope you have all clicked on the create a project and you are onto this page where it's asked for you some options like create an empty file, create a project for a sample file, right? Are you? Yep. So now just click on create an empty project. There, let us give name as, I'm giving as ML demo. You can give as per your wish. Okay. Give the name and create it. And the people who have not created your cloud object storage can create your cloud object storage and click on create. Okay. I hope you all know how to add the cloud object storage. Yep. So once you click on create, you will be on to this page, which it is visible to you. Oops. Okay, Charan. See, Charan, once you are onto this, once you launch your Watson Studio, you need to click on this create a project. You have an option called create a project. Okay. I'm just repeating the step again after launching this Watson Studio, what you have to do. Okay. I'm not going further. You need to click on like once you launch your Watson Studio, you have an option called create a project. Click on this create a project. When you click on this create a project, you will be landed onto this particular page. Yes, to this particular page. Okay. There you just select an option called create an empty project. What you need to select? Create an empty project. When you click on this create an empty project, it will ask you for the name of the project. Just give the name of your project and click on create. Then you will be onto this page. Then are you all done, guys? Have you created your project? Like, have you all given your project and click on create? Nyasha, Bansal, you just note all the points as I've told you. Like, let's connect after this session so that I can check all the things. Okay. Okay. So now you are all onto this page, right? Now here on this page, you have an option called add to project here, right? You can see my pointer. You have a button or you have an option called add to project. Just click on add to project. Click. Have you all clicked, guys? Have you all clicked on this add to project? Yep. Now in this add to project, just click on auto AI experiment. Click on auto AI experiment. Okay, are you all onto this page? Guys, here don't miss the step. I can't repeat the step because I can create a service instant only once. Okay, please follow. Okay, don't miss this step. So once you are onto this page, guys, you have an option called associate service. Okay, associate a machine learning instance in a blue color. Okay, just click on that associate a machine learning service instance. Done. Once you click on this associate machine learning service, you will be onto this page. Okay, once you are onto this page, okay, let me reconfirm. Are you all onto the are you all on this page, guys, so that I can proceed further? Because I'm again repeatedly telling that I can't repeat the steps as I'm using uh the light account same as you people using. Yes. So now onto your right side, you have an option called new service, right? You have an option called new service. Just click on this new service. Okay, you have some list of services here. Okay, some list of services. Out of this service, just select machine learning service here. You have an machine learning service, right? Shruti, please, let's not deviate the topic. So we are dealing with ML. Let's deal with ML for now. Once after this auto AI complete, I'll surely talk with you. Okay. Now, guys, are you all onto this page? Did you find this machine learning service after clicking new service? Yep. So just click on the machine learning. Okay. You have an option called create on your right below. Okay. Just click on create option. You can have any location that is London or Dallas. I prefer the location which you have created the Watson studio. Like if you have created a Watson studio in London region, select the London region. If you are selected as Dallas as a region, you should create machine learning in Dallas only. Yes, Anil, you are exactly right. No, you don't need to delete the older ones. You can continue with the same which you have created earlier. Okay. Now, what let's yeah. Now once you click on that machine learning create or like machine learning service create option, you will be onto this page, guys. Okay, are you all onto this page and are you able to see this machine learning kind of thing? Yes, right. So just check the checkbox which is there beside your machine learning instance name. That is on your left end. You have a checkbox there. Just check that checkbox and click on associate service onto your right side. When initially you don't have that associate service. Okay. Once you check that checkbox, you will be finding an option called associate service. Just click on the option called associate service and then you will be redirected to this page. Just reload the page. Amber, if it's not showing under the locations, just remove the check boxes which you are selected. The locations basically it will be selected default or London region. Some locations will be checked. So uncheck that, then you will be able to find it for sure. Okay, now guys, once you are onto this page, you were having earlier reload option, right? Just click on that reload option, then you will be finding same as I am on the page. How many of you are able to see the same page as I am? Yes, done. Good. So now let's give the name here. Let's give the name something as demo. I am giving the name as demo. You can give the name as per your wish. We will be dealing with 50 startups. Okay, so just click on create. Give the name and click on create. Now how many are onto this page as I am? Yeah. Okay, let me wait here for a while because some people may have network issues and they may lag back. So let me wait for a minute here. Uh, Preeti, if your service is associated, you can just refresh. It will take. Okay, Darika, in such cases, you need to delete the service and recreate it because the reason is you have created services in both different regions. Amber, for that you need to request for me through a mail because now I don't have that links and I don't remember exactly what links I have given yesterday. Okay, request me a mail. I'll try to say recollect what are all I have given in yesterday's session and I'll send you. I hope someone has provided you. So guys, once you are onto this page, I'll give you a small link. Okay, a link of data set. You need to download the data set from that link. Yep, here you go, guys. I'm giving it in a chart. Yep, use that link which I have provided in the chat and download this particular 50 startups database. Sorry, data set. Okay, now here guys, what we will be doing is we predict the profit in this particular data set. I told I'll be showing you a regression type data set, right? These 50 startups data set, what I have been provided now is a regression model. Here you can see the outputs are in a continuous values, right? The output is the outputs, what is there, the output column, or it might be a profit column, is a continuous thing, right? So that these type of data sets are known as a regression model. Then now are you clear? What are the what continuous values I was talking about while I was telling about regression? Are you clear, guys? Mhm. Yeah, we'll be using this data set now to train our auto AI model. Yes, profit column is our output in this particular data set. Now here when you see the profit column, guys, this is our output column here. In this output column you can see the output is in a continuous values, right? Continuous values. Then if my data set contains the output in my continuous values, then then it's known as the regression. Okay, if my output is in 0 and 1 and yes or no, then it is known as sorry, what we say, classification. Okay, data set name is 50 underscore startups data. I have given you that link. You can just directly download it from there. Okay, can I continue, guys? Should I continue it? Okay, once you all download the data set, now we need to give that particular data set to our auto AI model, right? So let's give the data set to our model. Here you go. Just drag the data set and leave it here, or you can browse by clicking on the browse model. Once you are done, let me know so that I can proceed further. And even you can find the columns, like how many columns I have here, that will be printed on my left side. You know, I have my 5 columns in this data set that is been printed over here. You can see there, right? Okay, Anmol, here you go. I am giving you the drive link again. Done, right? So have you all given the data set? Yes. Okay, I'll wait for a minute. Done, right? Should I proceed? Yes. Now guys, here you can see a column or a thing like it is asking for us what do you want to predict, right? And it gives a drop down where we can find all the column names we had in our data set, right? Now as I informed you, in this particular data set, what is our output column? Output column is profit, right? So now just select the profit column from this drop down as I did. Then are you all able to see that it is a regression type? As soon as I select the output column, my model has been chosen, or it is telling us whether it is a regression or is a classification, right? So just select the column which you want to predict and click on run experiment. Before clicking on this run experiment, let me show you that is a Amber. When you just learn about algorithms, when you go deeper into the algorithm, then you'll be understanding what is this metrics and all kind of things. Okay. Here, when you click on the experiment settings, you can see here my AI model automatically takes training percent as 85 and my test percent it is taking training it is taking as 90% and holdout split is nothing but my test. Okay, it is taking as 10%. Okay, basically we prefer 80-20. Here it is taking 90 and 10, that's fine. Okay, here you can see whenever, like I have told you, right, we can, if I have some 10 columns and which I have to delete the 5 columns, that I can do manually from here in this auto I. When we go with the coding, we need to write the code for it. We use drop concept there. Okay, that is about data source. And now in this prediction, you can find, you don't change anything, guys. Okay, I'm just telling you how you can find the things. Here you can see our regression has been showing there, and what is this regression and kind of things. Yeah, man, you can change, but we prefer 80 is to 80 and 20 to get the better results. As I already informed you, the result depends on the data set, the data you provide for that machine to learn. Here are the things, these metrics and all kind of things you can learn when you learn deeper about these algorithms. Okay, and this is our runtime. You don't need to change anything else here. Okay, just cancel it. Now guys, we have an option called run experiment, right? Just click on the option called run experiment. Rohan, don't need to worry, just follow the steps what I did previously. You'll be on to the same thing which I am. No, you don't need to change any settings. I have just shown you. If you want to change, you can change, but in this case you don't need to change any settings. Just click on run experiment. Ashu, it's if you ask me like, sir, if I get headache, why should I take Dolo, or why should I take Crocin? It's something like this. It's a predefined thing. If we have a data set, we split that data set to 80 train and 20 to test. Guys, I think I need to off the chat because of only 2 or 3 people. I need to off the chat. Here we are not there to listen all that things, or see all that things, whatever you chart in the chat. As I've informed earlier on the first day, I guess if you don't maintain the decorum, we will remove you from the meet, right? The same thing I am doing to a person. Yeah, yeah, I have removed the person. I won't close the chat. Now, if I see the same, like if I see same things happening again, definitely I'll off the chat this time, because I have done till now for the 10 people the same thing. I've kicked them off. So now here you can see, guys, you can see some pipelines running over there, right? Yeah. It depends on the network. You'll get. You people will also get. You can see some pipelines are running over there, right? These pipelines are nothing but the processes which I have shown you. The steps I have shown you, right? All these things happens there, but it will apply all the algorithms, and it will do the steps. If experiment is complete, please hold on, guys. Let us wait for others also. Yes, I can see some charts there who are telling that it's complete. So let's wait till others complete as well. I complete my experiment completes, right? Ankit, just click on run experiment. After run experiment, just sit. It will run the experiment by its own. You don't need to do anything. Just wait for experiment to be completed. Okay. Once you hit on the run experiment option, like run experiment button, you'll be getting the page as I've got earlier. Yes, guys who have completed, please hold on. Let's wait for the other people also. Yes, you can see now my experiment is completed, right? For the people, just raise the hands for the people whose the experiment has been completed. So I'll understand, should I wait or should I move further? Yes, so if it shows pipelines error, some share sync, because now the limit has been given as 20 CUH for our ML model. Okay, you need to create a new ID and then train the model there, then it will work fine. It's CUH, capacity unit hour. That is 20 for the ML service, which is given, allocated for the light and trial plans of in a month. For every month, they'll allocate 20 CUH. Okay, done, guys. Should I proceed further? Like I have earlier informed that all the stages what it has been there, that are pipelines, all the stages I've told you something, right? Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, all it will be doing by its own. That it is doing. I hope now Amber is clear. Okay, let me wait for a minute for others. But be a bit fast. Oman, sorry. Map is not trying to convey anything. It's just showing the pipelines and the things what it is doing. Okay. These ranks have been provided on the base of this RMS value, and this enhancement. In this enhancement, you can see HPO1 and HFE, right? On this basis, it provides. The project is nothing but we are dealing with Ankita. I guess I have given the answer for your question earlier. Okay. So now in this, what we are trying to do, we are trying to build an ML model with the help of Auto AI. We use 50 startups data set here, where we predict the profit of the startups. Based on some inputs, we predict the output. Okay. Okay. Should I proceed? Now here, when you scroll your page, guys, you have some 8 pipelines done, right? And the rankings given for that. You need to select the rank which is first, like the star mark which is given. Okay. Just hover onto that row. Yes, supervised learning. Just hover onto this row and you can find an option called save as. Just click on the option called save as. Let it be model. Don't change anything, guys, and just click on create. Then you will be getting in something this pop-up. Just in that pop-up, just click on view in project. Okay. Are you all onto this page? Yes. So now just click on promote to deployment space. On your right, you are having an option called promote to deployment space, right? Just click on the promote to deployment space. To recap, I'm just recapping my previous 2 steps, guys. Once your training is completed, okay, once you get experiment completed, just scroll the page. There you will find a star mark. The rank 1 will get the star mark. Just hover onto that row on your right side, okay, right end. When you hover onto that page at the right end, you will be getting an option called save as, right? Just click on the option called save as, and there Tushar, just refresh and refresh the page and do the same steps. uh, just click on the save as option, and there you will be getting a pop-up. As soon as you click on the save as, click on create. Don't change anything there. As soon as you get a pop-up, just click on create. Then you will be getting a pop-up called view in projects. Then you need to click on view in projects. Then you will be onto some page where you will be finding an option called promote to deployment space on your right end. Okay. When you click on promote to deployment space on your right end, you will be onto a page which you are able to see now. So guys, how many are on this page? Yes. So should I continue? Yes. So now what we are doing is we are creating a deployment space here. Okay. So to do that, we need to create a space first. You have an option called create a new space, right? Just click on the create. Let's just click on the new space option. Okay, once you click on the new space option, you will be asked for a name. Okay, just give some random name. Okay, once after you give random name, just scroll the page below. At the end, you will have an option called select machine learning service, which shows us an optional, but that is not optional, guys. You have to select that service. Okay, you have a drop down. When you click on the drop down, in the initial stages, if you remember, we have created a machine learning service and associated our machine learning service, right? Do you remember, guys? Yes, so that machine learning service is this. Here we use it. So just select the drop down, then you will be shown a machine learning service instant name. Click on that and then click on create. So my space is been creating now. You all ask what is deployment, right? The process which we are doing now is the deployment process. Now we are creating a space for deployment. Then we deploy our auto AI, whatever the model is been created, right? We deploy that model. Now, so just close this. Demo is my space is ready. Now you can see under my target space, I have it has been showing a space name which I have created, right? Are you all on to this page, guys? Is your deployment space created? Okay, I'll wait for a minute for the people whose process is under process. Uh, then I'll start after a minute. Okay.
So yes, guys, are you all onto this page? Yes. So just click on promote. You have an option at the below, right below. Click on that promote option. Now you have got a pop-up there, right? There it is asking, there it is showing something like deployment space in a blue colored. Okay, it has gone. So just click on the option which has been provided there in the pop-up. Okay, did you click on that, guys? If you did not click, if you miss that steps after clicking on promote, you will be onto this page. Okay, the assets page of your Watson Studio. If you all missed that, just follow the steps what I am doing now. Okay, on to your left, you have an navigable menu. Just click on that, and then you will find an options called deployments. Click on that deployments, and then click on view all spaces. Are you all onto this page, guys? Okay. Okay. Now are you all onto this page? Okay. I hope I did not tell you what steps to be done, right? Let me go back. Initially, guys, you'll as soon as you click on view all, let me do it again. View all spaces in this deployment. You will be onto this current page. I hope. Yes. Are you all onto this page? Yes, right. Now on the top, you can find a option called spaces. Just click on that option called spaces as I did. Okay. Then are you all onto this page now? As soon as you click on spaces, are you all onto this page? Yep, yep. Only two? Yep. So now just hover onto this row, guys. Not this. Now you have an option called demo there, right? Like name. I gave the name as demo, so it is showing me a demo. The name which you have shown, like given there, just click on that. Okay. Now, once you click on that, you can find something like this. Okay, model. What are the my model is been created that you can find in my space. Now, what I have told you, we have to deploy it now. Yes or no? My model is created. Now I want this model to be deployed, right? To deploy that, what you need to do, just hover onto this model name, model row, then you can find a deploy option as I am finding it. Okay, just click on that deploy option, that flight kind of option. Okay, just click on that. We did not deploy till now. We just created a space for the deployment. We are deploying it now currently. Till now, we just created a space. Now is the step where we actually deploy the model. Okay. So when you click on that deploy, that is, flight kind of model, like flight kind of option, then you will be onto this page, guys, which there you need to select online. The deployment type is online. Okay. Just select the deployment type as online and give some random name. Okay, done. Have you all given the name and selected the type as online? Yes, right? So then just click on create. Now, as soon as you click on create, guys, you will be landed onto this page. Are you all onto this page? Yes, right? Now just click on this deployments option beside assets. Then you can find the status of our deployments. Datrika, just reload it. You'll get that. So for how many members it's in under process, like in progress, just raise your hands. Okay, if deployed, please wait, guys. Okay, thanks for your response. Let's wait till it gets deployed. Yep. So for how many people it shows as deployed? Yep. So for the people for whom it is showing it as deployed, just click on the name demo. Done. Have you clicked on that? And if you have missed that event, no problem. Just click on that. Like let me do it again. Let me show you. Once you are onto this page, right? The status where it shows at deployed, right? You are onto this page, right? Here we have here the name, right? Whatever the name we have given for the deployment, just click on that name which you have given for the deployment. Then you will be landed onto this page. How many are on this page? Me. Okay. Okay. Guys, your chats are open. You can tell me in chat. Rohan, where you have missed a step? Or Rohan, you can do one thing. Just follow the steps what I am doing now, and then you can check my recording in our channel. Okay, so the people who are onto this page, you have an option called test here, right? Just click on that option called test and just give your input. Let me try some input. I hope where is my data set? Here I have 1653.49.2, 1653.49.2 as my R&D spend. My administration is 136,897.8. 136,897.8. And then 471,784 as my marketing. 471,784.1. And my state is New York. New York, does it have space? Yes. I go, okay, New York. Okay, these are all my input values. Okay, guys, now these are my independent values. That is my X terms. Okay, let's click on predict. So my Y value, we get our output. That is our Y value. Done. How many of you have got the result here? The term under this values is your result. That regard, the values which are there in your data set, you can try with that. Now guys, what you have done till now is you have created an ML model successfully. Creating deployment you have all done. Now, yes. Nitin, just understand one thing. In ML, you don't expect the 100% results at any time. Okay. The value which is been printed over here is your profit of an startup. Based on this R&D spend and administration and marketing spend, we get the profit. Anmol, the profit is been defined on the basis of your input values. That is your X values. That is your R&D spend, the administrations you have spent. How is it calculated? There will be, as I told you, right? The accuracy percentage depends on your data set completely. The big data set you provide, the much accuracy you get. Nitin, are you from first year? Amber, the applications you can, which year you are, Nitin? Then you might have some knowledge on this ML, right? Just check. Okay. You can't get, you anywhere you don't get 100% results in this ML. And Amber, to your question, you can build application in any form. Okay. So now, guys, are you interested in building a web application? Shall we build a web application for the auto AI model which you have created? Okay. So now what you have to do is, let's keep all these tabs as it is. Don't close any tab. Okay. Don't close any tab. Go to your dashboard. Go to your dashboard of IBM Cloud. Okay. Go to your dashboard of IBM Cloud. Under Cloud Foundry apps section, you can find your Node-RED service, right? Just launch the Node-RED service as I am doing. Just click on the service name, like the instance name of our Node-RED. I hope you people know how to launch your Node-REDs, right? How to go to your Node-RED editor flow, right? Then just click on this visit app URL. Then click on this go to your Node-RED editor. You have your previous flows, right? We need to disable all the previous flows, guys. You can disable, I'll delete the flows, okay? I don't need all these flows with me. To disable, I'll show you how to disable the flows as well. Just beside your flow name, double click beside your flow name. You'll get a pop-up. Just scroll it down. Here you have an option called enabled, right? Just click on that option called enabled, so it gets disabled, and then click on done. Here you can see my flow has been disabled. This is a way you can disable your flows. Okay, I'll repeat the steps again. See, guys, you have a flow name, right? Just double click on the flow name, then you'll get a pop-up something kind of this. Okay, in this, on the bottom you have an option called enabled, right? Just click on that option called enabled so that my flow gets disabled. Now it's shown as disabled, right? Then just click on done. You can see my flow has been disabled. Done. Have you all understood how to disable your flow? Yes, right? So I'll wait for a minute. Till that, I'll pass on the flow link to you. What the Node-RED flow which is used for ML models, I'll pass on that link. check that first. What kind of links you need, guys? Let me do a thing. What I'll do is, um, after this session, I'll see that if I can change, below in our YouTube recordings, I'll check that if we can add the name or not. Okay. If we can add all the links, I'll directly add the links below in our YouTube channel itself in the description. Okay. Aman, we don't upload any recordings. Already the recording will be saved automatically. Now it is going live on the YouTube channel, right? It will be as soon as we end here, after a while, it will be saved there. I can't open Node-RED. It's stuck on the loading notes. I tried opening it in incognito, but it is working. Anil, just refresh it, or just relog in. It will work definitely. But if you relog in, I have to tell you all the steps again. Like how to. I hope you are not aware of how to get that. How to get on these pages back, right? Yeah, sure. I'll ask my team to upload that links to our description. Okay. No, I haven't given any code like a link now. Let me check that flow first. Let me check that flow whether it is right or wrong. So yes, I'm passing on a link, guys, where you can download the flow for today's session. Yes, for yesterday's session I'll do it. I'll do it for both the sessions, okay? But you can expect it by tomorrow morning, not today evening. Guys, I am passing on a link in the chat. Just go to that link, open the file, and paste the code and import that code. Once you import, just tell me, I'll explain the flow. Done, guys. Have you all imported? What you have to do. Shubham, just go to that link which I have provided. Open the file there, copy the code, and import the code. Here you go with the link again. Okay. Oman, I'll repeat the step how to import. Have you gone to that link? Have you opened that link? Guys who are not unable, like who did not follow or who don't know how to import and kind of thing, just click on that link. First, just click on the drive link which I have sent you. Then a file will be opened something like this. Okay. Just copy the entire code as I am doing it. Copy. Just copy the code. Go to your Node-RED. Just click on this navigation menu. You will find an option called import. Just click on import, paste the code and click on import. Then a flow will be imported there. Done? Have you all done till here? So this flow is for ML model, but not for our project. Okay, not for our project. Or let me directly give
the auto AI model. Let me check whether it is auto AI flow or the code flow. Okay, guys, let me give you a flow link directly for our auto AI model. Okay, just hold on. Let's try with this. Sorry for that inconvenience, guys. I'm just giving you a new flow, new link for the flow. Just download that link, guys. The previous link was for the Python coding ML model. Yes, I have shared the link. Just import that code there from this flows.json file. Just import the code. Okay, whenever you click on the flow, like click on the link, you will be given some code, right? Just click on that code, copy that code and import that code. How many are done, guys? Okay. Should I proceed or wait? Okay, let me proceed. Okay, first, before telling, okay, okay, let me wait for a minute. But guys, be fast, okay? The previous one is for the ML project, like the models which are built by using Python coding, okay? The previous flow which we have given. This flow which now I have given is for auto AI. Yes, you can, it's up to you. If you want to keep, you can disable the flow and keep, or you can, delete the flows.
What kind of error? The same code I have flow imported here. Okay, so let me proceed, guys. So this is a particular flow. First, before doing the changes and all kind of things, okay, let me like do parallelly, guys. I'll explain and do the changes. Okay, this is not the exact flow for our data set. Okay, according to the data set, we change the terms in this. Okay, this form node, you can see a form node there, right? Shivansh, copy the code and import the code. How to import the code is go to this navigable menu. There you will find an option called import. Click on that import, paste the code here and click on import. Okay. So guys, after the code has been imported, you will be finding some code there, right? A flow there, right? In that, my first node is my form node. Message or payload is not a coding language. It's just in form of a JSON flow. Sorry, it's a form of a JSON. Okay. So guys, in this form, what we do is we give our input values. Okay. You can see whenever you open the form node, which I have given now, is not the particular one, right? No, I won't. This is not for our data set, right? So let's change according to our data sets. In this label section, guys, remember this, in this label section, the name should be same as our data set has. Okay, the name should be same as our data set has. I hope you people have your data sets ready with you, right? Just give the names as per your data set. I need to search. Yeah. Here you can see my first name is R&D spend, right? Just copy that data set name and give in this first label. Okay, same as it is. You should not change it. Okay, in this name, it is something like nickname. Let me give as RD. Okay, let me give that as RD. And then same with the second one, administration. Let me give that in my second row. Yes, exactly, Aman. Okay, here let me give a name as AD. Okay, let me give the nickname as AD. Then comes my marketing spend. Copy and paste that name here. In this, let me give as MS. Okay, and then let me copy my state. Profit should not be copied. Okay, profit should not be copied because it's my output. After importing, double click on your form node. Your node will be open. Make the changes as I am doing. We have our 4 inputs, right? Just give first 4 labels as per your data set and rest delete them. And here here my R&D spend is number, right? Is my R&D spends in a number? Yes. So I am giving the type as number. Okay. Then my administration is also in numbers, right? Then I am assigning my type for the administration as numbers. And then my marketing spend is in the same numbers. So my marketing spend is in the numbers. Now my states are in my states are a capital letter, like it's an alphabet, right? So let's change that type to text. It's a text format, right? So change that to text and just click on done on your right. Okay, have you all done till here? See guys, see Amber, just
double click on the form node. Okay, the node will be opened. Just change the values, give the values according to your data set, and delete the values, delete the labels which are not required, as I have done. This should be your final thing. It won't. If you give text, you have to give the text only. Okay. So now after this, what you have to do, you double click on this pre-token node. Okay. Once you double click on this pre-token node, what we do is we set all the values globally here. Okay. We set all these values a global values. Okay. Then here you just you have to remember, first I gave my nickname as RD, right? And I'm changing all these things as per my nicknames. RD, what I have given, RD, AD, MS, and ST, right? RD I have changed. Now AD, and here as well my AD, and then my marketing spend, that is MS. The same thing here I'm doing as MS, and then comes my state, that is ST. Okay, I hope I've given the correct ones. RD, AD, MS, ST. RDAD MSST. Okay, I have given the things, I have sent my values to global. Okay, and then I don't require all these things, that is 5 6 7 8 rows. I don't require, just delete it. Okay, now where to get this where API key? Now your doubt is like, sir, where do I get this API key, and what is this API key of? This API key is like, this API key should be given of our ML model. Okay. Now, in the beginning, while creating the Watson Studio Auto AI model, we associated our ML service, right? Machine learning service. Do you remember? No, I can't go back to, import. Let me complete here. Okay. That ML model API key we have to give. Now, how to get that API key? How to get that API key is, go to your dashboard, like go to your any of the page. Dashboard page will be a better for you to understand. Okay. Once you are onto this dashboard page, you will find a manage option there, right? Are you all onto this? Are you all on something page like this? Are you all able to find the manage option there on the top? Yes, right there. Now in this manage, just click on access IAM. In this manage, you have an option called access IAM. Just click on that. Once you click on that access IAM, then on your left side, you will be able to find an option called API key, right? Just click on that API key. Then guys, are you all onto this page after clicking on your API key? Yes, right? See guys, I am repeating it again, my last two steps. Once you are onto the page where you can find API, manage option, just click on that manage or drop down. Once you click on the manage drop down, you will be able to find an option called access IAM. You will be able to find access IAM. Just click on that access IAM. Okay, and then you will be onto this page. Once you are onto this page, guys, on your left side you will find an option called API key. Just click on the option called API key. Then are you all on this page? Yes. So then click on option given here, that is create an IBM Cloud API key. Okay, and then give a name to it. I'm giving as demo, and just click on create. Then guys, just download that file. Okay, download this API key, but I will not be downloading, I'll just copy it. Okay, because I won't use this again. You people might be using the API key again, so just download that. Then guys, have you all downloaded? While download, click on download and click on copy as well. Click on copy. Have you all copied it? Yes, right? Go back to our node, right? Go back to our node, right? And just give the key there. Give the API key there. As I've pasted, the same step should be done by you people. Then have you all copied the API key? Right? Just click on done. Don't change anything. Just click on done now. Okay, we have set, what we have done in this function node is we have set our variable, like we have set our variables globally, and we have given our machine learning model API key. No, my API key and your API keys will be different, guys. API keys will not be same. Okay, now don't change anything in this HTTP node. Okay, this is a token. This format URL, this URL will be same for all people. Okay, don't change anything there. Just go back, go to your pre-prediction node. Okay, just go to your pre-prediction node. Amber, just wait. Let me complete this. Okay, now here in this way pre-prediction node, we have set the values there globally, right? Now what we do, we call the values, whatever the values we have set to global, we will call the values here. Okay, so just give rd, then ad, and then ad. What I'm doing, I'm giving a variable name and I'm calling the global value what I've set, and then ms, and here ms. Okay, and then st, and there st. Okay, then have you all done till here, guys? Okay, now what you have to do is, here in this field section we have something like some older values right there. Just delete that values as I am doing. Okay, don't remove any square brackets. If you remove square brackets, then you will get errors. Okay, let's stop till here. Now What is our first input name? Our first input name is RD spend, right? Just copy it again from the data set, paste it over here. The same thing. After comma, just open double quotes, paste this administration values again in between these double quotes, click on comma, and the same thing. Double quotes, marketing spend, give that, and click on comma. Repeat that for all our 4 input values. Okay, done guys, done till here. Have you all done? Have you all copied this as I did? Okay, I'll wait. I'll do one thing. I'll do the corrections and I'll paste the line for you. RD and then AD and then MS and then ST. Okay. The complete code, like guys, I'm giving the 7th line code for you. Just remove your 7th line and paste this code there. In pre-prediction note, 7th line code. The code which I have given is the 7th line code. Once after you are done, just tell me. Okay, guys, let us wait for other people also. Okay. Shall I proceed or wait, guys? Okay. Just click on done. Now, here in this second HTTP node, guys, just double click on this second HTTP node, and in the section URL, the URL which you have should be deleted. Okay, remove that URL, and we have to paste a scoring endpoint here. Okay, so where do we get the scoring endpoint from? Now, just go back to this page. Okay, the page where you have tested the model. Okay, just go back to that page and click on API reference. Click on API reference. Okay. Now, when you click on API reference, you will have a direct link, something like endpoint, right? This is your scoring endpoint. That is nothing but a URL. With help of this URL only, guys, our input values which we give in our user interface will interact with our model with the help of this scoring endpoint. That is with help of this URL only. Just click copy this URL from here and paste that in this second HTTP node. Done. If you have done till here, we need some small changes to be done here. Once you are done, just tell me. Okay, so at the end, you can find some version equals to 2020-11-25, right? Just change this 11 to 09 and this 25 to 01. Okay, done, guys. Have you all done till here? Once you change, just click on done. Then guys, if you are done, just tell me so that I can. Roshan, the date is, our services got updated. Okay, our WhatsApp services are there, which are been updated. So the date which it is been updated, we need to give there. Dataset link. Now, okay, that's what, I remember it as September 1st. That's what I'm rechecking the dates, whether it is September 1st or some other date. According to my knowledge, what I have, it was on September 1st. Okay, let me share the dataset link as well. Just a minute. Someone is asking. Prajwal, I just told you like that date is when our data set, when our Watson Studio service got updated. The date is that. Copy the link. Someone has asked me for the drive link. So here is your drive link. Sorry, the dataset link. I have shared you. Sorry, it's been shared to someone else. Yeah, the one who asked for the dataset link is there. I have shared with you. It's 10:17 here. Okay. Guys, let us first check with 9 September only because I remember it as 9 September. If it is not coming, then we'll check with 10th 17. Okay. Now just click on deploy. Just click on deploy, guys. Done. Did you all get the message as deployment done? Nitin, if you want to do this Node-RED, you can start from Node-RED only. The previous, all the deployments, what you have done, what the model you have created will be saved. Okay, just let's check. Go to your UI. I hope you all know how to open these UIs, right? Okay. Okay, let's here it is showing diabetics prediction, right? Let's change that name, guys. Let's change it here. Here it is showing as diabetes, right? Let's change that. Let's change that diabetes to startup. Okay, update, done, and deploy. Okay, so now let's give some random values from our data set. You guys can check because you know now how to do, right? R&D spend, administrator, and then this marketing spend. And then state is my New York. Click on submit. Then you need to find your predictions here, right? I've got the predictions. Did you all get the prediction, guys? Okay. So let me show you how to open your UI. We have two ways to open the UI, guys. Amber, I'll show you the form node. Just a second. Roshan, you need to know why you have done this project. Okay. What is the use of prediction in the sense? See, now, for example, let me take some other data set. Let me take some wind prediction data set. If I use the wind prediction data set with the use of past values, I'll be predicting the time, I'll be predicting the active power, at what time, what active power will be there, right? What is predictions, first of all? So Manch, what error you are getting? If you're not getting prediction, then you might have done some mistake. Okay, so someone have asked me how to open the UI, right? See guys, when you click on this dashboard option here at the end on your right side, you will have this option, a square shape. In that, in between, you'll have an arrow mark. Just click on that option, your UI will be opened. Okay, but that is one step, and the other step is something like you can copy the URL till .NET slash. Okay, you can copy the URL of Node-RED till .NET slash, and in your new tab, just paste the link till .NET slash and type UI and click enter and hit on enter, so that your UI gets open. Okay, Rudrika Singh, your problem is nothing but I hope you have not attended the study session where we have downloaded our dashboard notes. For the people who are not getting, who are getting the node, something, form node, not like this. If you are getting in a red colored form node, then you people need to go to your manage palette, click on install and search for node hyphen red hyphen dashboard. Okay, I'll paste that in your chat also. For the people whom the node red, the form nodes and all nodes are coming in a red color, for them it is, you need to install that particular node, then everything will be fine. Rodrika, here it's for you. Just download the this, install that nodes. Okay, now Amber, it's for you. Just change the form node according to this. With this, guys, you people have successfully built your uh, ML model, and you have built your web application for your ML model. And someone has asked me why this prediction, Rohan, I guess, right? So Rohan, based on that marketing spend and R&D spend, what I'm spending, I can know the profit which I'm getting. Oh, no, with that I can manage the work. I can manage all the things. Amber, delete the remaining labels. Just keep these 4 labels there, because your input is only for 4. Your inputs are the only 4 values, right? You need to give only the 4 values. Form node is basically this thing. This you can. No, Rohan, you can give any values to demonstrate. I have shown you the values from there. Okay. In this from node, guys, with the help of this form node, only these predictions are like these input values it is taking. This is because of the form node, this particular box where we enter the values. Please explain the diabetes steps. Which diabetes step, Divyansh? You can't expect 100% Prajwal, that the accuracy depends on the database. The more data, the more rows you give, the data set accuracy increases. The date was after version, it is something like this: 2020 hyphen version equals to 2020 hyphen 09 hyphen 01. Okay. Are you all clear till here? No, how can you change the prediction to graph? Divansh, if you are not getting the profit, then you might have done some mistake in the flow. Please check your flow. Okay, let me show you the pre-prediction note. Rohan, I saw your message. Please wait for that. Don't, don't do all these things here. Okay, this is your pre-prediction node number. Okay, pre-token. Here your pre-token node. Yes, you can change, Nitin. You can use template nodes and you can make changes, like you can update your UI. Sure, I'll do that. Pratik, our input values, what we are giving in this UI is going and hitting our model which we have trained there. From there, we are getting the output. This is the entire code, guys, for our today's flow. Or let me download that and share. Pratik, output values, if you give some random values, the output comes as we have trained our model. We have trained the values. We have trained the data set already. Based on the input values, you will get the output. It was flow 19. Yes, I have given the ML model, today's flow. You can check, guys. Nitin, you can use template node and do that things. In the template node, you need to code HTML and CSS as you wish, and you can change. Or you can change in this way also. You can go to themes. You can change your color here. Okay, let me do this dark. And let me change this to a black. And you can change your font also. I'm just giving something random things. Amber, I have given the flow complete flow. You can please check that. See, you can do something like this. I've just done the random things. You can do as per your wish. Okay, so I hope you are done till here. So we are done with the session. I hope today's session is clear to you. Divyansh, my dashboard will be others and your dashboard will be other. So do you have any doubts, guys? Or shall we end up this session? What was your doubt, Rohan? Ah, yes, random values. Let me check with random values. It is something 3, 4, 5. What was the other state? New York, California. Here is your answer, Rohan. Nitin, you just check because the flow which I have shared is a new flow which I have made just. Yes, yes. If you are done, yes, we are done for the today's session, guys. If you don't have any doubts, you can leave the meet. Ankit, if you have any errors, it will be showed in this debug windows. Okay, it will show in this debug window. You can check here. You need to connect Nyasa Bansal, you need to connect me after the session only. Amber, I have given you the entire code of today's flow. You can just change it. Just give your nicknames here. We have set some nicknames, right, to our labels. Just give that here. Ankit, check with your token node. Have you defined the RD or not? Sorry, the form node, the token node, check all the things. That's what I have given the entire flow of today's. Please check that. Yes, Pratik, what is your doubt in yesterday's session? Yes, Pratik, I hope I have given the answer for this in the beginning of today's session. Check the entities names. Have you given? See, if I am denoting the entity name as capital I and TEMS in a small letters, in the same way I have to give in my response as well. Please check that. Nitin, the training depends completely on your network and it will not take more than 15 minutes. So Pratik, just connect me through Slack or through mail. Let me check that. Okay. No, Nitin. The training completes in 15 minutes max, not more than that. And guys, to all your queries, I'll be responding tomorrow morning only if you post me something in Slack. Yes, you can do it again, Nitin. Max time is 15 minutes, not more than that. NASA, I have given you the mail ID. That is my organizational mail ID. You need to post me queries on that mail ID itself. Tomorrow's session, let's decide tomorrow. We'll decide in the morning, and we'll decide the session topic tomorrow morning. It might be on IoT or it might be on NLU. Sorry, it might be on Knowledge Studio. Any one of this, IoT or Knowledge Studio. I hope you don't have any queries ahead, guys. Can I end the meet? Okay, thank you guys. Have a good day ahead.